Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing the ILS approach tutorial for the fly-by-wire A32NX. Let's get into it. So before your approach happens, you want to make sure your destination data is filled out on your MCDU. So let's go to the progress. Oh, it's not progress, it's this one. And then you go to the phases, and then approach is right here. And then if you go on your fly pad, you'll have all the stuff right here. You want to make sure this is up to date. So air pressure will be 1021. Temperature will be 26 Celsius, and the winds will be 80 at 7 knots. 80 degrees at 7 knots. .26, and then 80 slash 7. Make sure that's right. Looks good. 26 and 80 at 7. Good. And transition altitude is 18,000 feet. Okay. And then right here you can see the approach is coming up. And they will, on the air traffic control, will tell you when. I'm using AI air traffic control for the approach. If you're doing VATSIM or something else, it might be a little bit different, but this is for AI ATC. Okay, so they just told us to descend to flight level 240, just 24,000 feet. And then keep speed not above 280. So we're gonna take this down to 280. And make sure you have constraints on, because that will help you on show you right. Let's see. And in the purple, that's the constraints. So for the first one, CHSLY, it's flight level 220, 22,000 feet. Not above 22,000 feet, and above 13,000 feet, not above 250 knots.
Atlanta Center United 428 is passing flight level 265, descending flight level 240. United 428 Atlanta Center, radar contact. Continue to DENDT.
For this approach, I'm doing the ILS 18L CHSLY 6 approach for Charlotte International Airport. So ILS 18L. So now all you have to do is wait until air traffic control gives you further instructions.
Descend and maintain 16,000 feet. Keep speed not above 270 knots. United 428.
Okay, so 16,000 feet and not above 270 knots. So the beginning of the approach is now coming up on the screen. So you'll so we're at 23,000 feet and we just need to get below 22,000 before we hit that waypoint, which we should get there in time. Now while you don't have anything to do, it's best that you could put on your auto brakes. Put on your auto brakes so you don't forget about it later. Put medium for like a normal runway, and then low if it's an extra long runway. But I normally do medium.
Contact Atlanta Center on 133.15. United 428. Goodbye. Atlanta Center United 428 is at flight level 195, descending 16,000 feet.
United 428 Atlanta Center, radar contact. Continue to crisp.
So right about now you can take this off standard, and 1021 was the correct pressure, I think. Yeah, 1021.
United 428 descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Keep speed not above 230 knots.
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Keep speed not above 230 knots. United 428.
Since we're getting kind of close to the constraint over here, we're going to expedite just so we can descend faster. So now you would turn on your lights about 10,000 feet. So you're normally supposed to turn on your lights and some other stuff around 10,000 feet, but we're going to do it now if it's your first time. So landing lights are going to go on, beacon light can go on, seatbelts can go on, and then ground spoilers can be armed.
United 428 contact
And that should
Charlotte
be
approach
it.
on 120.5. Good day.
Going to 120.5. United 428.
Okay, you'll be on approach now.
Charlotte approach United 428 is passing 11,600 feet, descending 10,000 feet.
United 428 Charlotte approach altimeter
going a little bit too fast, so that's why the plane is shaking a lot. And once you get to 210 knots, you're gonna do flaps 1. And right about now, you could turn on your landing system, which is LS right there. A lot of clouds today.
United 428, you are 22 miles north. Maintain present heading at altitude. Expect ILS runway 18 left approach via Cavie transition. Clear to Cavie.
Okay, so we're gonna make this final bank here
Maintain present heading and altitude.
into the
Expect ILS runway
airport.
18 left approach via Cavie transition. Clear to Cavie United 428.
Okay, minimums, auto brakes, and engine mode is good. Landing, you can't, memo,
United
and cabin.
428,
Okay,
descend and maintain 5,000 feet.
5,000. Flaps 1. And now you're gonna look over here, and when this magenta diamond goes between the yellow line, you're gonna want to turn on the localizer.
Descend and maintain 5,000 feet.
But
United 428.
until we make this final turn, that won't happen. The ILS system will line you up with the runway, so it'll make it easy to land. Now that we're getting pretty close, you can put your gear down.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
Do your final check. Make sure everything is good. Alright. Everything looks good.
United 428, descend and maintain 4,000 feet.
You can do flaps 2. Oh,
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. United 428.
auto. When we get to 200, we can do flaps 2. 200. 190, we can do flaps 3. And then 160, we can do flaps full. Okay, the magenta diamond is there. We can turn on the localizer. And then when this magenta diamond right there goes there in the yellow line, you can turn on approach mode. And then you'll capture the glide slope.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. United
Do the
428.
cabin check. Sometimes it doesn't check it off when you do it, so you have to do it twice. Alright, that's done. Good check, exit checklist. Cabin is ready. And no blue on that, which we still have to put flaps full, which we can. But we're a little bit going a little bit too slow here, so we should speed up a bit. Oops. Gear is down.
United 428, you are 10 miles north of Charlotte.
Still gotta wait for that second magenta diamond.
Tower on 133.3 United 428.
Almost got there. It's gonna give you this alert there, but that's normal.
Charlotte Tower United 4288 miles north inbound ILS runway 18 left approach.
The callouts will come out.
428 Charlotte Tower. Altimeter 30.16 at 6. Cleared ILS runway 18 left approach.
Knowledge
Cleared
pattern.
ILS runway 18 left approach United 428.
United 428 1038 at 6. Cleared to land runway 18 left.
2000. Just gotta wait for that magenta diamond. And if it doesn't, if you don't get it in time, you could still
Cleared
turn
to
it
land
on
runway
when you
18
get
left
close.
United 428.
A little bit high, but it's better than being low. Okay. Getting pretty close here. We have some crosswind, I think, today. Yeah, it's gonna be a rough landing here, but we'll see what happens. 1,000 feet. So we're gonna turn on the approach mode, even though we didn't get it in time. That's okay. And you can do the auto land, but it's not that. Sometimes it will mess up your landing, so it's better off you don't. But
400.
I am gonna disengage autopilot and bring the plane down.
Pull up.
40. 20. Retard. Retard.
United 428
Oh, that was a hard landing.
121.8.
Going to 121.8 United 428.
Alright, you're gonna want to get off the runways as fast as possible. It's gonna give you warnings because it thinks you're gonna take off again. That's okay. And we're gonna come to a stop after we get off here. And you can go ahead and stop right there. So that was pretty good. So when you go on ground, it will show you right here. You can taxi to gates or taxi to parking. And then when you get there, you can either take off again if you want, or you could just end the flight. But I'm going to end the flight here. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. It would really mean the world to me if you dropped a like on this video or subscribed. If you're new here, make sure to check out the series I just finished of the fly-by-wire A320 tutorial. And as always, have a good day.